Howdy ho, guys and gals. Welcome back to the Den of Tools. Today is Monday, May 20th, which means it's time for, say it with me, Deals of the Week! All right, we got a ton of hot deals here for you today. Let's jump into it. I want to thank today's sponsor, and that is AC Mount. Now they've got their, let me come back here and get rid of that. They've got their power jump starter here. Now this is not a top of the line one, okay? This is not a middle of the road one. This is a bargain jump starter. It is they claim 3,000 amp, that they say it'll do 10 liter gas, 8 liter diesel. I don't know about that, but for your average small truck, mid-sized car kind of stuff, I think it'll probably do just fine. It comes in a nice, I love these semi-rigid kind of cases. I think they all should come with these. You got your cables up top there. Nice, easy to use. And then, of course, down here, we've got the meter. Now, you can tell this is a budget meter by one simple factor. It's got a compass. I'm lost in the middle of nowhere. Quick, where's my jump starter? I will say this. I tested the compass, and it seems to work-ish. So I guess that's a thing. Anyway, you got your battery bank ports right there, so you can charge and use it as charge your cell phone and other stuff like that. Which honestly, I find I use these things for a lot. I'll be out in the car. I'll somehow not pay attention to a phone or something. We're going out to dinner. We're going to an event. We're going someplace else. I've got kids. I need to be able to get a phone call. So I'll take it in with me and charge a phone or something. And the missus does it all the time. And then on the other side, we have the port, of course, where you would plug it in. As far as turning it on and off, it's got a simple, it's kind of hidden, a little button right there. That's the button. You just press that and hold it, turns it on. Press and hold it again, and you get the flashlight. Okay, you do have to turn the flashlight off, but this will go off by itself. It's currently at 68%. Of course, you want to charge it all the way up. Now let's talk about the price on this sucker. This thing comes in at $56.97, but that's not how we do it. Okay, that's a discount, by the way. List price is $70. It's on sale 19% off down to $56. There's a coupon on board. You come over here. Somebody missed this the other day. How do you get the coupons? Well, the coupons are right there on the screen. You just click on it. Put the check mark there, boom, you got the coupon. That's going to take another 20% off. And then AC Mount gave me a coupon code just for you folks. It's going to take another 10% off. Now, carry the low 40s, 41-ish dollars is what it should come out at, if my math is correct. That's a pretty cheap one. And I recommend having one of these in every vehicle that you have. And then set a reminder on your phone for like once every 6 months to check it and see what the power level's at, and then charge it if necessary. And then once you get to a point of you figure out how long it is, then you can be like, okay, I need to do this every 8 months or once a year kind of thing, just to make sure that it's usable. And of course, if you're going to use it as a battery bank, you're going to be getting it out and charging it and using it more often than that. All right, anyway, enough of that. Let's move on to the rest of the deals. Now, a lot of you, I know I'm going back here, a lot of you sent in deals, and I want to say thank you so much. If you want to be part of the den here and send in some deals, you can email me, red, like the color, at denoftools.com. Email is in the details down below. It's in every video, honestly. So you can always go down there and find it. Go ahead and send me any deals you find. I will say this, if you want to end up in deals of the week, probably send them Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all right? Or stupid early Monday morning. If you send them to me earlier in the week, they're usually dead by Friday. But if they're good enough, I'll put them in the community section. Are you getting the community notices? If you're not, it means you're probably not subscribed. So make sure you chomp that like button while you're down there and smash that subscribe, ring the bell, because we had a couple smoking deals this past week that we put over there in the community section. Anyway, let's jump into the rest of the deals. Next up is this one sent in by Alan. Alan, thank you so much. This is the Dong Chang. If you're going to buff something, you want to buff it with your dong. 1250. I'm terrible. I'm a bad man. 1250 watt car polisher. This, as you can tell, looks a lot like a lot of other car polishers because Dong Chang, and I laugh at the name, it's a real company. In fact, it's a real established company in Asia. Like, it's well known. They make decent, some people tell me that they're professional grade tools over there. I'm sorry if they are, but they're not. I would call them like mid-grade prosumer kind of stuff. They're decent. They're not terrible. They're also the people who own the DCK brand, and we've seen the performance those things do. And when you can get them on sale, like what is this thing? $40 on sale, down from $56 to $40, and 10% off coupons. Going to knock another $4 off of that. If I didn't fail math, that's going to take it down to $36. I probably did fail math, but anyway, that is ridiculous price on this. Coming in at that price for a polisher like this, a nice brush. You know, I like the brush stuff for this kind of stuff. It's corded. You don't need any kind of high fancy kind of stuff with it. It's just going to work. When the brushes wear out, it comes with spare brushes. You can just pop them in. Nice buffer there. All right, let's keep going here. The Rue tool sent in by Adam. Adam's, I think, sent in a bunch of stuff. So he sent in we've talked about this pole saw, the little pole saw before, and we've talked about the bigger pole saw as well. We've not seen it as a combo kit here on sale, down from $40 to $30. I got to tell you, if you've never used an Asian style pole saw, you are missing out, especially because they have two uses. Besides doing great straight cuts, they're also usable. They're nice and flexible, so you can use it as a flush cut saw as well. All right, let's keep going. We got the Skill Power Core. Alan set this one in also. 20 volt brushless. Get this 4.5-inch compact, lightweight, one-hand circ saw. This is not going to be your big, super powerful circ saw. This is going to be for ripping down sheet goods, small goods, hobby kind of stuff. But if you're looking for something small and light like that, especially if you're breaking down sheet goods, you're going to run through like a table saw or a track saw or something like that. This is a great, quick, and easy way to do it. Heck, this is something you can put in the back seat, take with you in the car to the hardware store, rip it down in the parking lot and chuck it in the back seat. There's lots of uses for this kind of thing. In fact, I had a buddy who used a saw like this. He would go scavenging and stuff for like scrap wood and whatnot, and he would carry a saw similar to this. I don't remember what brand it was. But for $79, that's a good deal on that one, especially considering you're getting the battery. You get the full kit. You're getting the battery, the charger, and the tool. All right, DeWalt, speaking of bits, I love a good set of DeWalt bits. We got the 18-piece compact magnetic drive guide with Phillips bits there for $798, 52% off a list. We've talked about this one before, the 14-piece, 135-degree split point for plastic, wood, and metal. It's coming in 41% off a list, down to $10. We got the Bosch bit set. This is a nice, I like the case, if nothing else, on this. Of course, I always love Bosch bits, and when you can get them on sale, they're a go-to item. 48% off a list, down to $14.98. Then we got Skill router bits. People always ask me, what's a good router bit to get? Now, here's the God's honest truth from my point of view. There's two types of router bits. There's cheap router bits, and then there's good router bits, and there's nothing in between. Do not waste your time trying to buy like mid-tier prosumer-esque router bits. Get yourself a whole bunch of cheap bits in a set like this, and then figure out which ones you're going to use, and then buy the good ones for that. One single good router bit, like a good one, is going to cost as much as this set. I kid you not, maybe half as much, half to the same price. You're going to spend a lot for a solid router bit. So that's what I say about this. Get something like this, and that fills in all the gaps, because there's no way, but some people are, but no one wants to go out and buy 30 pieces of $50 bits. That's a little pricey, but get something like this, because you're not going to use all those all the time. So that way you can fill them in, and then you can figure out which ones you really need to invest in, and that's the way to go with router bits. This is the Skill set here. They make decent, good, solid ones. 30-piece set here for $93.98. That's 21% off a list. Then you need a router to use it in, of course. So we've got one of my favorite here. This is the Skill, the RT132301 router table with 10 amp fixed base router kit. All right, this is a solid router in and of itself. I love the upgraded table they came out with on this. Limited time deal, 20% off, down from $200, which is the standard price on this, bringing it down to $159. Now let's talk about Kniepex. This thing went viral, meme-ish, if you would. These are the super, super tiny little water pipe pliers. They are tiny. And full disclosure, Kniepex gave me a set of these, and I have used them exactly once. They're not my favorite. Maybe my paws are too big. I like this set here. This is my go-to set. For small portable kind of pliers that are in that kind of vein, but a lot of people love these things. The XS extra small 100 millimeter, the 8700-100s for $26.50 on that, 24% off. Now the GUAC, what a name, 5-piece nylon auto trim removal tool set. This is a good set to have around, all right? If you've got a car, you're going at some point in time, you're going to have to pull a piece of trim off, maybe fix a window, maybe fix a cracked dash, get into something. Getting a good set like this lets you get in there. They don't need to be high end. They really don't. But this is a no scratch set to get you in there and let you do the work you need to do. 10% off down to $765. Comes in assorted colors. All right, we got the Craftsman ratcheting screwdriver, 44-piece with the case. I think this works with the T-Stack / Versus Stack system, but I could be wrong. But anyway, $19.90, just under $20. You're getting the ratcheting screwdriver, a whole bunch of bits, nice case to carry it all in. Then after that, we've got the right angle drill adapter plus the 4-in-1 impact drill bit extensions with the rotating, the kind of like a universal, if you would. This is going to get you the 1/4, the 3/8, and the 1/2 inch. This is not a high-end kit. Don't mistake it for that. This is an emergency. At least I have this kind of kit. Now, for you guys who are like semi-pros or pros or whatever, you're going to invest in a higher-end stuff. But for a lot of DIYers, a lot of people just getting started, they don't know how often they're going to use this. But this is what we call a get-out-of-jail-free kind of kit. All right, you pick up one of these, you keep it in the drawer. It's $8.49, but you know at some point that something's going to happen and you're going to need one. Trust me, you're going to be working on a car, you're going to be assembling a cabinet. I got to tell you, I've assembled a few cabinets and trying to get, like with the wheels that swivel, super easy. The wheels that don't swivel, something like this comes in real handy. All right, next up, we've got the 25-in-1 small precision screwdriver set. This is not electric, okay? You heard me. This is just a manual screwdriver set. But you can see the little line, where'd it go? There you go. The little line right there, that cap on it swivels so it fits into the palm of your hand. You got the knurling down here. Knurling, we all love knurling. We all admit it, you love knurling as much as I do. You get the nice case in here with all your bits, everything you need on that, nice and sleek, works great at your desk, kind of stuff. Look, you can also, I guess you can use it with your pen. There's the 360 rotation. You can see what I'm talking about there. The knurling, you gotta love that. I know, I'm a sucker for it. I have a problem. Anyway, 10% off, taking it down to $8.99, $9, call it what it is. Then we got the right angle precision ratchet, if I could talk. This is a nice, cheap little throw in the toolbox kind of thing, maybe glove compartment, who knows. Comes with a small set of bits and extension, because what you need when you're using a low profile ratchet is an extension that makes it bigger. Anyway, $9.47, that's 21% off. Well, if you just need a cheap laser, this might be the option for you. This is not a high-end, triple level beam, the whole 9 yards. This is just your basic double cross beam green laser, 4 brightness mode here. It's IP54 waterproof battery carrying bag included. It's not waterproof, but apparently the bag is. $36, 36% off a list. But there's a 10% coupon on top of that. It's going to take another $3.60 off of it. So for just over $30, it's a nice basic level to get. I got to tell you, I have several levels lying around, and I always think construction. I was a carpenter. I used, when they first came out, they had the infrared ones. And we had a tripod set up, and we'd have to turn the beam, and we had a reader. You'd go up against the wall, and we'd find level. We'd measure everything off a plumb there. We didn't have stuff like this. I wish. But I always think construction, these are great around the house. Hanging pictures and stuff like that. Anytime you're trying to get anything square around the house. Actually, for a cheap little laser level like that, that's a nice thing to have. All right, let's keep going. We got the Craftsman Universal L to T Allen wrench hex key set, 20-piece. Is it the best out there? No, but you know what? It's got the ball ends on it. Folds up nice and tight. You got most of the ones you're going to need for $15. Nice one to have in the tool bag. All right, then we got, check this out. We got zip ties. Brother, have we got zip ties. 100 pack. You get zip ties. You get zip ties. You get zip ties. I know. Anyway, $5.39. This is a 400 pack of zip ties. Are they any good? Who knows? But 400 zip ties for $5.39, there's got to be a use for them somewhere. All right, let's keep going. We got the Full of Love. I need a moment. comes up with this stuff? Full of love from, oh, I thought I said monkey, Kasanki. Kasanki. Oh my gosh. Anyway, Father's Day is around the corner. Dads and grads is coming up. Don't buy this for them. Buy this for you. This again, this is not a great. I remember when these first came out, and they said this is going to replace your entire drawer of sockets. It will not. It'll last 4 or 5 uses, especially if you use it with an impact. If you use it with an impact, it's going to last 2 or 3 uses. But you know what? It'll probably last long. I always keep one, though, in my socket drawer because there's always some weird-ass socket here or this weird thing that I got to do. Or I'm traveling somewhere. Somebody asks me, hey, can you come and take a look at this and maybe help me fix it? And I'm like, well, what is it? They're like, it's a socket or it's a bolt of some sort. What size? I have no idea. I'll just grab this. Because it'll probably get it off. All right. If it lasts any longer than that for $4, rather than having to lug all my sockets back and forth and put them away, it's pretty much worth it for me. Because that way, in this case, this thing grows legs and just disappears. I will not cry about it. If I lose a whole set of Icons or Tectons or something like that, or my Capris, I will not be a happy bear, if you know what I mean. Anyway, for $4, nice to have kind of thing. All right, let's keep going. This one is... All right, this one's all me. I'm always looking outside the tool industry for things that can be used as tools that can solve a problem that we don't think about. This is an earwax removal kit. Now, the missus and I were both kind of medical nerds. I'm more into like the emergency medicine stuff, but she has she's got stethoscopes and she's got digital thermometers and the things you put on your finger to check your not blood pressure, but your oxygen. Those are actually pretty cool. We've got blood pressure meter. We got the whole 9 yards. We have a small, doctor's office in the bathroom. Luckily, she hasn't seen this. This is an earwax removal kit. And the thing I got to think of is it connects to your phone. So it's a scope. It's a little scope in your hand so you can see into small crevices. But I could definitely see this in certain instances for trying to get grease out of like bearings or something, or there's something clogging something and using it to flush stuff out. There's got to be, I don't know, what do you think? Put it down in the comments. Can you see a use? Because here's the deal. I've rebuilt a lot of stationary tools. And there's sometimes where I don't want to take the entire assembly apart. But being able to get in there and get some of the old gunk out and then maybe flush it out and kind of stuff, that could be useful to me. What do you think? Anyway, am I going too far with this? Anyway, I mean, for $20, 39% off. And you know what else you could do? You could take earwax out with it. All right, I'm in a mood today. You can tell. And look at this. I'm wearing this stupid shirt again. I don't know if you can tell. It's got some sort of weird bleach stain kind of thing. It comes from here, goes across. I like all my black shirts. Something weird happened to this one. And it only really shows up on camera. In person, you can't see it really as much. You can kind of see. Well, I guess this part I can see. Anyway, I got to mark this shirt or something so I don't wear it anymore, throw it away or whatnot. But anyway, let's keep going. We got the X-Tech pen multimeter with built-in NVC fully loaded pen style meter with 9 functions, auto manual ranging, and with the big LCD screen on it. You're looking at a normal price of $47, coming in at $39.80, so under $40. That's a nice little deal there. It's going to warn you whether you got a live ground. You can change the tips on it. This is a good piece of kit to have there, all right? It'll keep you alive. All right, next up, we've got the Goaxwe Mini Cordless Rotary Tool 105-piece accessory set coming with this. This is your low-power USB rechargeable rotary tool, aka Dremel-esque kind of tool. Super high power, it is not. It's also $13 on sale. That's 50% off, limited time deal. You could probably do some glass etching on metal. You know what? I'd use this to like write on keys to let me know which one's my storage key and which one like a desk key. So I stopped confusing the two. For $13, I could definitely, and Goaxwe, we've seen them before. They're decent. They're all right. Nice little lightweight kind of tool. We got the iMillet 2-pack mop and broom holder for the wall. Come on, spring is here. It's time to get organized. $17. You've got no excuses. 41% off a list. 0 excuses for having a cluttered garage and shop. All right, we've got this. And I put this one in here for one simple reason. Dads and Grads is around the corner, and we're going to get, on YouTube, we're going to get inundated with the, well, my wife, I love that woman. She bought me one of these, and I was like, it changed my life. Oh, my God. I hate those commercials. I hate them with a passion. The only thing worse than these is that stupid curved knife with the hole in it. Like someone's going to hold it like that. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Don't buy them. I've told you once. I've told you twice. Don't make me come down there. That's the same thing because you're going to see the link and she's going to go and buy it and she's going to pay like $40 and say, well, it was on sale. No. If you want one, here you go. Look at this, $12 and it's a 2-pack. You're getting 2 of them. The 12-inch and the 5-inch there. No excuse. If you want a contour edge guide kind of thing, here you go. Do not buy the stupid, my wife bought, anyway. Bench dog clamps. If you want something that makes your shop look like you spend a lot of money on some woodpecker stuff, but you don't, good on you. Bench dog, 3/4 inch, 19 millimeter, sturdy, non-marking bench dogs with hole clamps. I was just explaining the other day what bench dogs were to my son, and I had to pull out a set like this to show him because he couldn't quite fathom how it would hold. And I'm like, it's a tension thing. Anyway, bench dogs are something we don't talk about enough. So many people are all into all these, gimmicky kind of solutions for their bench. This is a great solution. There's a reason like all those portable benches come with bench dog holes in them. It's because they work. 10% off a list down to $27, 5% off coupon on top of that. So nice little bargain there. You're getting a 2-pack of these. Now, great. Next up, we got the Allen System Premium PVC coated magnetic tool storage bar. That took a weird turn, didn't it? Anyway, 5-piece, 12-inch. Great for mounting stuff up and around. You can get them off your bench. I don't know if I would go that route, but you can. Probably put a bunch of these around the shop. Nice place to mount some tools you're going to use in a specific area. It's normally $35. 50% off takes it down to $17.49. And 5% coupon is going to knock another, 80 some cents off of that. So that's a nice little deal. All right, let's keep going. Fisker's Micro Tip Pruning Snips 6-inch. Coming in 41% off a list, down to $11.76. We got the Fisker Splitting Axe here, 28-inch shock-absorbing handle, $40.79. That's 26% off a list. Then we're going to go into the ProStir IP54 digital caliper. Do I need a waterproof digital? It's not waterproof, but anyway. 6-inch digital caliper with the gauge there, the feeler gauges as well. That's a nice little bonus in there for $13.42. That's 50% off. And what I love about it more than anything else is it doesn't have that same stupid kind of door on it. It might actually stay on there. Who knows? All right, next up, we talk about a lot of the big storage racks. This one's going the opposite direction. This is just your simple 4-tool holder there. You can bolt to the wall about anywhere, coming in for $10. Honestly, though, if you want this thing to last, because it's not big, it's not going to give you the cantilever because it's not long enough this way. So you're going to get one attachment point. I would not store it with batteries on there, okay? If you're going to put your tools on them, I would probably put them reverse with the motor up against the wall. That's going to put the weight closest to the wall, make it last longer. And take the batteries off. If you need something, you can keep the batteries on. Everything else, you're going to want something that's got more of a box frame. That's going to give it that more cantilever kind of support. All right, let's keep going. The laser measurement tool from Inkerma. This is something I keep at my desk. I used it yesterday. I use it all the time. This thing is fantastic. It's, as I said, super rugged. I was go after it with the chainsaw here. Anyway, almost like chainsaw. I'm not making things up. Anyway, that's next week. We're going to talk about that deal next week. Little sneak peek. Anyway, this thing is fantastic. I usually chuck it around the shop just to show you that I don't care, but I have stuff all around the shop I don't want to hit. I got a laser maker over there. I got a bike right here. There we go. It'll be fine. I have no doubt that thing will measure just fine. It's super rugged. It's normally $80. It's on sale, 10% off, takes it down to $72. And then there's a 10% off coupon on top of that. So you're getting 10 on 10. I got to tell you, I use it all the time. Now, full disclosure, Ink Irma did send us to us. We always try to have 100% full disclosure on anything, whether we're paid, whether we get something for free, whether we found it on the side of the road dead. Always try to let you know where we got everything. If you ever have a question, if you ever think that I'm not clear on something, put a comment or ask. You can send me I gave you my email earlier in the show, so just ask. All right, we got the pet removal hair tool. All right, I saw this and I got my I included it just because of that dog's face. Oh, we just got a new puppy. So that's something definitely that I'm looking at. And if anybody tells you Labradors don't shed, they're liars. I now have 2 Labradors. They generate about a bonus Labrador every 2 to 3 days. Anyway, limited time deal, $12.99, 5% off coupon on this. We'll be having a special in the shop at thedenofTools.com where you can buy a 1-pound supply of dog hair for cheap. I will get it to you cheap. Just let me know. I will send it to you. No, not doing that. Someone's out there like, ooh, what can I do with that? No. Compact welding tool for precision work. I was having some fun and I was looking for the cheapest welder on all of Amazon and I stumbled across this. Do you know what this is? This is a 2-point spot welder with foot pedal. You plug in, coming at 5% off. There's no reviews on it. I don't know how good this thing is, but it's a 5% off coupon on top of that. So that's going to take $250 off of that, I think. Anyway, this is like for doing for spot welding batteries. If you're going to do some battery repairs, say you want to buy your own cells, put them in. You can't use a soldering iron. Do not use a soldering iron. You will overheat it, blow a fuse, pop a battery. Bad things could happen. You need spot welders. Zip, and you hit that pedal, and boom, you got it. Do not do it to your wife. You will get divorced. Anyway, the point is, a lot of people have been looking for cheap spot welders. I'm always keeping an eye open for one, and I can't find any that I'm like, oh, that looks good. This has got the foot pedal. This has got the probes. This has got everything for under $50, and there's a coupon. Come on, one of you take it for the team. Pick one up. I know that there's somebody out there looking for a spot welder to do some battery work. All right, let's keep going. Talking about welders, how about this? The Lincoln Electric FC90 Flux Core. This is, I believe that's their made in Mexico, super cheap under the Century brand. But if you're looking for a Lincoln-esque flux core welder to practice some welding and maybe just do, the flux core is the hot glue gun of welding. $185. It's about the cheapest you're going to find anywhere else. 26% off a list. This thing does sell usually in like the low to mid 200s. So that is actually a deal. Now you can get it other places at the price because they all seem to price match. But still, if you've been wanting to stay in the Lincoln line, this is the way to do it. All right, Kaiweets, we've seen stuff from Kaiweets. I haven't seen this wire stripper yet, but I do like this form factor for wire strippers. 10% off coupon, already 11% off of list. $16.99, gonna knock another $1.70 off of that. So if you like this style, and I think if you don't like this style, if you haven't tried it, you got to try this style of wire stripper. Super fast. It takes a little bit of a learning curve, but it's a great style. All right, and then we got the upgraded reacher. Now check this out. A lot of people are like, well, I'm not old, I don't need one of those. And then you're going to drop something. It's going to go behind a toolbox. It's going to go in an engine bay. You're going to have something up high you need to reach. And you can't find the ladder. If you've got a shop, you need a reach tool. That's just all there is to it. And something goes underneath something. There's always a reason. This thing's nice because not only is it the grabber, but the backside of one of the fingers is magnetic. So you can sit there down here. There's a little peg down there. So not only is it a grabber, it's a magnetic reach tool. And it's $8.50. That's 15% off. It's already cheap, making it cheaper. All right, this is a solution for a problem I didn't know anybody had. Are you guys having issues lugging around your DeWalt batteries? Shut up, iPhone. Are you having problems with that? Because I didn't know that was an issue, but apparently Comcase knew this was an issue because you can carry 3 5-amp-hour batteries, 4 2-amp-hour batteries, and a charger in your semi-rigid case for only $20, 30% off the list. It's only $20.29. Honestly, didn't know this was an issue, but if it is, I want to hear about it. Should I be looking for more stuff like that? But the good news is it looks like these tabs here are removable, like they're Velcro. So you could possibly, get this, you could use it for stuff other than batteries. Anyway, at $20, $29, not bad for a modular system case like that. All right, speaking of batteries, the Whately, they sponsored a video a while back, and I was impressed by them. Again, I'm going to say, no, I'm not buying them as my core batteries. But for some backup batteries, some side batteries, maybe I'm on a budget, and I want to get some high power batteries, and I don't want to spend the full ridiculous price that DeWalt's cost. So here is your 2-pack. Dude, this is a 2-pack of 9 amp hour batteries with a digital power meter display for $90. Go and look at my video on the Whately batteries. I'm not sitting here telling you need to buy these. I'm not saying you should, but a lot of people commented that they've had these for years and that they've worked for them. So there's something there. You got to make that decision for yourself. And at $90 for 18 amp hours, good grief. All right, and then we got the 6 amp hour. It's on sale for $30, $29.68. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm always one for organization, having some pouches to throw stuff in, small things for when you're traveling and you're taking tools and stuff and whatnot with you. Something like this is great. I particularly like the orange because I like to be able to take something like that because I throw it in a bag. And then when I look in the bag, I can see it. That black one may look nice and sleek and all, but when you throw it in a big bag and you're in the back of your car and you're rummaging through it, you're not going to find it. But those orange ones will pop. You will see those in a heartbeat. Anyway, color-coded so you can put different tools in different bags. Nice setup here, 23% off the list. Takes it down to $23.09. Then we got the tool roll bag. This is nice. You can put a bunch of other tools. You can put your wrenches in there. Rolls it up nice and neat. Take it with you. Great for putting in the car or the truck. It's on sale down from $20 to $18.91. Plus, there is a 15% off coupon. Just click the box. You're going to knock another 15% off of there. So 18, that's going to be $180 plus another 90. It was at 270, I think, 270-ish. All right, we got some DeWalt. This is the Goldilocks, not the brushed, not the XR. This is the brushless in the middle here. Nice, great prosumer option here. Coming in for, you're getting the impact and the drill driver, $169 down from $229. Let's talk about some Bosch. We got some Bosch 12 volt. Again, I'm kind of down on the Bosch 20 volt, 18 volt stuff. But this, the 12 volt line, there's some great tools at some great prices. Here we got the 2-speed pocket drive bare tool. You know we love our bare tools. Coming in at $68.54. Looks kind of grisly to me, if you know what I mean. Great little driver. Trust me, if you're in the Bosch line, once you get a driver like this, it becomes your go-to tool. You'll use it all day long. They're fantastic. All right, anyway, you're looking at $68.54 down from $99. At $99, we can get you the drill driver with the chuck with two 2 amp hour batteries with the charger and the bag, 29% off. Solid tool right there. And then if you want the Flexi Click system here, brushless, 5-in-1 drill driver, everything you want right there, all in one with the battery, with the charger and the bag. 2 batteries, charger and the bag, my bad. $129. This is the way to go. Just pull the trigger on that one. All right, and then we got, check this out. Ships by Amazon, sold by Amazon, Flex. Now you're looking at this going $199. That's the standard price. There's nothing to write home about. $20 off coupon. This is a fantastic combo kit. You're getting the 2 batteries, the 2 tools, the charger, and the bag. Flex makes a great bag, by the way. And you're still getting that founder's warranty with this. Lifetime warranty, 3 lifetime on the batteries with 3 replacements. And then we've also got the multi-tool. Fantastic multi-tool. Again, $200 with a 30% or $30 coupon off on that one. It's full kit, battery, charger, and bag. And we've got the grinder. I have this grinder. It's an absolute beast. $249, $20 off coupon. You're getting the 5 amp hour battery with this, with the charger, with the bag. One thing to look at with the Flex, those batteries or those chargers. They have some fantastic chargers, great tech in those things. All right, we got some the Works Nitro. If you haven't seen our buddies over at Torque Test channel, go check them out because Works came out with a high torque impact wrench that just breaks down doors. I mean, it's insane. It's small. You got to go check it out. Go over and check out after this video. No reason to pause the video. After this video, go check out Torque Test channel. I think it came out on Friday, and check out the Nitro. Now you have to use it with the 5 amp hour battery it comes with, but that battery can be used with other stuff in the Nitro line. I got to tell you, I've been down on Works as it was kind of gimmicky, okay for the basic homeowner kind of stuff. I mean, I've had some of their outdoor power equipment, and I'm like, hey, it's not too bad. But I got to tell you, with the Nitro line, they've been picking it up a pace. What do we got here? We got the Works Nitro 20 volt, 15 gauge cordless brad nailer for $135 full kit. You're getting the charger, you're getting the battery, you're getting the tool, you're getting the bag, you're even getting nails. Come on, they nailed it on this one. You know I had to say it. Limited time deal, 2% claimed. You're going to want to jump on that one. All right, next up we've got the Works one-hand recip that actually has a folding handle. Why it folds, I'm not exactly sure, because I'll be honest, that does not look, I guess, oh, it's a jigsaw. I take that back. I keep forgetting that. I'm like, why does a one-handed recip fold? Because the blade can be put in reversed and it turns into a jigsaw. So you get a one-hand recip and a jigsaw all in one, 4.2 pounds. Not that heavy. Look, you can cut about anything. That's one thing about recip saws. It's all about the blade. I'm going to say this. Go ahead and buy this. Great little saw. Don't buy their blades. You can use the ones that come with. Get yourself some solid Diablos and just forget about it. All right. There's Linux. I like Linux. There's a lot of other good ones out there, but the Diablos go on sale all the time. They have a huge spectrum of them. At this point, just get the Diablos. Although I will say the Hercules stuff over Harbor Freight when it goes on sale, but they don't have as big a selection. Just get the Diablos. Anyway, limited time deal on this, down 30% to $83.89. You're getting the full kit, tool, battery, charger, and even some blades with it. Again, tool only on this. Getting Grizzly here with the Bear tool. You've got the, by the way, for those of you who don't know, people comment like brown bear versus grizzly. Grizzlies are just bears that don't have access to the ocean, essentially. All right, they don't get to feed on the big fat salmon. They don't get as big, but they're a little angry about it. So that's the basic difference between the two. Anyway, 20 volt max XR jigsaw, 3200 blade speed on this fantastic jigsaw in the XR line. Of course, that makes it brushless. Got to bring your own battery and charger, but 46% off, down to $129 on that. Now we're going to jump through some of the Amazon Renewed. Amazon, go check this out before you buy them, and I'll put a link to Amazon Renewed because they have a lot of cool Renewed stuff, but they have their Amazon Renewed guarantee that goes along with it. All right, so Dremel 3000 rotary kit, Renewed, coming in at just under 50 bucks. We've got the wood trim router here from N-Hulk. N-Hulk, we've heard of that brand before. Not a big major brand, but you know, they make some quality stuff. You're getting your basic trim router with a plunge base, with the guides there, coming in 50% off a list at $49.49. We've got the Bosch Bulldog Extreme 1-inch SDS plus D handle, variable speed rotary hammer, Renewed, down from $159 to $139.97. Then we got the Bosch Basic, this is your go-to workhorse router for $121. $121. That's a ridiculous price on what is now essentially the top line router that's out there. If you want to plug in workshop workhorse router, this is it. And it's $121. I love buying stuff Renewed because you know what? It gets certified, you get a warranty, and they fixed the weak point. The weak point's been found, they fixed it. This is probably going to last you a lifetime. All right, we got to talk about, this is a go-to. I say this all the time. This is a must-have tool in every shop. Do you have to get the DeWalt version? No. Get the DeWalt version. Get the Makita version. If you have to, if you're on a budget, then get the Bauer version from Harbor Freight. But corded tools are a must for the shop, and a corded drill like this, VSR means variable speed on it and reversible. So get it. $91.99 down to $87.39, fully renewed. And then we got the DeWalt planer, 3/4 inch hand planer renewed. No, it's not for cleaning hands. Keep your digits away from it. These things are dangerous. But a good solid power hand planer like this has its place in your toolbox. Corded, 10% off coupon on top of it. All right, and now this is not renewed. We got a couple sharp little items here at the end for you. We got the Cold Steel Drop Forged Tomahawk Survival Hatchet. Great for outdoors and all sorts of fun. You can use it indoors. I'm not going to judge you. $28.46. Next up, we've got the Cold Steel Max Pocket Knife. Nice solid drop point knife here. Again, from Cold Steel. This is over at Midway USA. They sell a lot of great products on there that YouTube probably doesn't like me talking about. Probably not even supposed to talk about it now. Anyway, 4-inch drop point there. That's an excellent little pocket knife. We got Harbor Freight is still doing their 10 days of deals. Today's deal of the day is that bronze shop light coming in at $25. Again, this is a 10,000 4-foot linkable. That's a big light there. And then tomorrow is going to be the Icon snap ring set for $30. That one's going to fly off of shelves. I can tell you that right now. Next up, we've got this got sent in by a viewer as well. At Harbor Freight, clearance on sale down from $100, 49% off to $49.47 is the Bauer Impact Wrench. Okay, this is the older one. It's not high power. It's a mid-ish power one. It's not super small, but you know what? If you're just taking off lug nuts and basic stuff like that, I have this. I've done jobs with it. Was it a lot of fun? No, but did it do the work I needed to do? Pretty much. The only times it really failed is when I had to get into super tight spots and it was just too big. Okay, next up, this got sent in by Ron. Ron found this, not really on sale, but it's $4.94. That's a decent price. We're over at Walmart. Ozark Trail Marine Storage Box. I love the idea of getting this in a different color than normal because I use boxes like this for storage, for organization. I keep them up on a shelf and I have them all labeled and stuff. But having a couple in a different color would make them really pop out and make them be able to grab and stuff. And I like the fact that it's full waterproof. It's made in the USA. That's a nice box right there for $5. I'm not ashamed of that one bit. Over at Target, yes, we're talking about Target. They seem to have learned their lesson. And check this out. Fisker's 3-piece tree and shrub care set coming in at $25. I can't say enough about the Fisker stuff. Great everyday use kind of loppers and pruners there. Then we're Ryobi Days. I know you want me to talk about Ryobi Days. I'm going to do a whole separate video on Ryobi Days, so we're not going to really go down that. We talked about it last week, actually. All right, this got sent in. Sorry, I can't remember who sent this, but we got the Husky here. Actually, it was John. Sorry, I put it right here. John sent this in, and he said, and I quote, "It beats the Harbor Freight box in every way, shape, or form." Now, I find that hard to believe. I've seen these boxes. They look decent. I don't think they have the same fit and finish. And as far as I understand, they come from the same supplier. But you know what? To each their own. At $220 with the side table and bottle tray, that's not a bad deal right there for $219. Next off of that, we got the Ryobi fans here. I'm including this. I know we're talking about Ryobi Days, but I want to include this here because some people were talking about them. You can use them in your shop. Desiccant is what you're going to want to buy, okay? Because these add a lot of humidity to the air. Now, maybe you're like in the middle of the desert and that's not a big deal and you'll do just fine. In which case, great. But beware, it can cause rust when you use swamp coolers and stuff like this, misting fans, because it does put a lot of humidity in the air, which then settles on your tools and your electrical motors and stuff like that. So just be aware, all right? The M18 Rocket Light with 5 amp hour battery, it's on sale for $169. It's such a good deal. We talked about it last week. Got to talk about it again. Then we got, look at this. Now sold out online, limited stock. Your mileage may vary. Good luck finding it, but game on, go. 10-inch dual bevel sliding miter saw from Rigid, same as the one from Delta. This is a 0 rear clearance, fantastic saw. I have the 12-inch version of this saw as my main shop saw. Absolutely love it. This is a stunner of a price at $219. Good luck finding one of those in stock near you. All right, then over at Lowe's, we have the Craftsman 256-piece SAE and metric polished chrome mechanics tool set with hard case. Anyway, it's on sale for $99, saving $70 on that one. Still over at Lowe's, look at this exclusive deal. $300, saving $100 on an 80-volt, 18-inch chainsaw. Beast of a chainsaw, full kit, battery, and charger. Then, okay, I got to talk about this. Moped-style e-bike, and it looks small. It's not. Normally $1,000. On sale for $729.99. I have this in the shop right now. Actually, I don't. My son rode it to school. Look at this. On Amazon for $529, $530. This is not a high-end e-bike. This is not a super powerful e-bike. In fact, it's got a smaller battery. Normally, I would say no to a battery this size. I think it's a 10 or 12 amp hour battery. Check the specs, but it's got a decent motor. It's full suspension, rear wheel sprung as well. It's got its moped BMX style handlebars, big light. The seat on it is luxurious. It looks hella cool. And at $529 for an e-bike, I got to tell you, I'm stunned myself. And it's big. All right. It's sizable. Like for me standing on it, it's like my size. I don't think it's meant for people my size. I think you're going to want to be a smaller bear than myself. But like my son has to like sit on it on one side up on his hip so he can get 1 foot down. It's an adult size e-bike. It looks tiny. It's not. Word of warning, it comes with the tires deflated because they try to cram it in the box. One thing you want to do though is when you're inflating it, because these are fat tires, you want to make sure you keep the tire in the rim so just manage it as you pump it up. Otherwise you'll blow one side out of the other, then you got to redo the whole thing. Won't damage it probably. But anyway, I cannot recommend this thing enough at that price. If you're looking to get into an e-bike or just have a fun e-bike just to tool around in, for $529, $530. Oh my gosh. All right. Then we got more bonus stuff. Clip switch, Nashville portable Bluetooth. Great little speaker here. Coming in for $119, 20% off. You would be amazed the amount of sound you can get out of a speaker this size. There you can see the size of the speaker. It's not a big speaker, but it's a decent speaker for the price. All right. Premier Protein, 30-gram protein shakes in pumpkin. Not my cup of tea, but maybe it's yours. My wife drinks these things all the time as meal replacement. She loves them. $15, 50% off. The Joy Jolt full 24-piece container set. We use these things all the time. It was at 43% off down to $40, $39.95. $10 coupon on that, taking it down to essentially $30. Then we got, I'm talking about Zycam, all right? And this is, okay. So it's on sale right now, 15% off down to $9.30. If you do the subscription, you get 40% off of that. But that said, this is a Zycam bottle. And remember, my grandpa did it too. Had the baby food bottles, the other kind of peas and stuff, and he'd nail the lid up there and do that. I don't know if I do that, but I collect these from the missus, strip the label off, and they're great for screws. And they're plastic, so if I drop them, lands on the cap. Now, they don't break. I don't have to worry about them breaking. Great bottles for that. And you know what? Zinc is amazing for heading off a cold. I got kids in school. I swear by the whole zinc routine. It works for me. All right. And then outdoor luxury, Better Homes and Gardens, Brookberry 5-piece wicker sectional set. It is sensational. That's a lot of seating for $500. You're saving $400 on that. I often complain about outdoor seating. Not with this one. That is a fantastic price. Enjoy the outdoors this summer. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Let me know what you think. What's your favorite down in the comments? While you're down there, don't forget to chomp the old like button, smash that subscribe, ring the bell on the way out. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.